Ditch the traffic and hit the slopes at one of the world's premier mountain resort destinations, Mountain Village, Colorado.
I mean, it's a fabulous story. Well, the concept of a ski area in Telluride started in the 60s. We were a mining community for 100 years, and then in the 60s, some community leaders wanted to build a ski area. 2 or 3 lifts. They didn't envision this. And then in 1970, we put the first lifts in 72. Ron Allred showed up in 1978 from Vail. And I can tell you, what we see now is not a coincidence. And I asked the first time I met him, I said, "Now Ron, what do you think you're going to do here?" And he said, "I think we have the potential to be a world-class ski resort." And I laughed in his face. When you'd have seen us in 1978, you would never, I was more correct than he was. But anyway, I mean, that's kind of the evolution. I will tell you, everything you see, the concept of the mountain village, the concept of the layout, everything was from this dentist that did not know how to ski, came here, literally saw the beauty that we all see, but through diligence, a few people, his absolute vision and the respect we have for others. But it's not a coincidence. Ron Allred saw, we walked this land, we've been all over the mountain. It was people that had incredible passion, great leadership. You know, like I say, God gave us the mountains, the miners gave us the town, and recreationists gave the mountain village. It was meant to be, but there was times you go, Jesus, is this worth it?
I'm Marty Prohaska, the mayor of Mountain Village. I moved to Mountain Village in 1992. When my family moved to Benchmark Drive, we were the only house on the street, and there were virtually no lights on almost anywhere else. You know, VCA really started the trend of Mountain Village feeling like a true community. And that continued with the Meadows. And that's where I live now, is in the Meadows. And I can't tell you how fabulous of a community that has evolved into. The families, the year-round full-time workers that are making their homes in Mountain Village, I think have really helped us to evolve into something that really feels like home. So it really, to me, comes down to people living here and making it their home and investing in it and wanting to see it thrive along with their family thriving.
We knew we were going to end up with a community here, regardless of what the town wanted, the old town. And I felt like we got to be connected with each other. And it is starting to happen that way now. But it didn't happen that way right away. This was ranch land up here. There was 3 or 4 small ranchers, but they had cattle, or they had sheep, or they had horses or something. And they were great people. They liked seeing what was happening. They wanted it to happen. And then, of course, the hippie druggies were always on my ass, but I didn't care. If they could get me out, they had a home. They had their Hippieville. That's what they wanted to build. They wanted to build this whole damn territory into Hippieville. I said, bullshit. Those guys did some stuff that are criminal to me. Like, sent me threats to kill me in the mail. They didn't do it though, but they wanted to. And finally they just said, bullshit, we can't mess with this anymore. And so they just shut up. Well, I'm telling you about the old days. It's the people. It's not the governments. Governments sometimes just get in the way of things. But it's the people are good people up here. It needed good people to come here, put a stake in the ground, and say, I'm living here, And I want this place to be a good place. And as long as you got good people, you can do anything.